Ladies and gentlemen, the race to 24 has begun and elections 22 cannot and should not be isolated from what will happen in 2024. Prior to the Lok Sabha victory of 2019, the BJP was in power in 17 states. This time, as of tonight, the BJP was already in power in 18 states. In 2017, the BJP won in Gujarat. Then in 2019, the BJP won all the 26 Lok Sabha seats in the state. And the victory in Gujarat that time was just 99 seats. Today it's 156. The parallels are clear. And if you want to, as one of my co-anchors Deepthi said in the last debate, read the tea leaves, then it's possibly a big, perhaps bigger victory in 24, the way the BJP is headed. Let's take a look statistically and otherwise at why this election is significant, and then we shall debate.
With regards to the pictures, it subsided a little bit because there was a the celebrations reached a crescendo just a short while back with, all the band baja that had already come in, party workers were in. Right now, as you can see, sweets that are now being distributed to all party workers. You still have some more people.
A record-breaking win.
आज फिर से गुजरात की जनता ने ये प्रमाण पत्र दे लिया है कि गुजरात की जनता और भारतीय जनता पार्टी दुनिया की सर्वश्रेष्ठ जोड़ी है.
That is the kind of fervor that there is right now. We can give you all the visuals from the BJP headquarters as well. You can see drums as well. All the supporters of the BJP have come over here and gathered, and people are also dancing at the same time. We are seeing a lot of fervor,
Paving the road for 2024.
ये मोदी साहब की विजन की जीत है. भारतीय जनता पार्टी की विक्ट्री नहीं है, ये जनता की विक्ट्री है और ये विक्ट्री अगले 50 सालों तक लोग याद करेंगे.
गुजरात में लोगों ने विकास को चुनकर वोट करा है, मोदी जी के राष्ट्रहित पर वोट करा है. गुजरात की जनता ने उन लोगों को नकारा है जो लोग कहते थे गुजरात में विकास नहीं हुआ, ये नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ.
मोदी 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 मोदी.
बीजेपी को मिला जन समर्थन इसलिए भी महत्वपूर्ण है क्योंकि ये ऐसे समय में आया है जब भारत अमृत काल में प्रवेश कर चुका है. ये दिखाता है कि आने वाले 25 साल सिर्फ और सिर्फ विकास की राजनीति के ही है.
Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo PR stunt has got a befitting reply.
seems as though the BJP in fact has broken all records, and that's exactly what's being celebrated here on the ground and in the BJP headquarters in Kamalam, where we see one after the other there are workers that are pouring in, one after the other there are people that are pouring in, supporters of several candidates that are coming in, all of them coming in to congratulate.
A Gujarat win in 2017 has led to a win in 2019.
Here we are seeing that has really happened. BJP winning by a huge number and people are dancing as well.
But there's a reality check for BJP in Himachal Pradesh.
इसका एनालिसिस करेंगे कहाँ कमी रही. बहुत अच्छी कैंपेन, बहुत सारी हमारी योजनाएं हैं, बहुत सारे काम, लेकिन उसके बावजूद कई बार तो हो जाता है इस प्रकार से कोई एक दो इश्यूज ऐसे आ जाते हैं जिनके कारण चुनाव की सारी धारा जो है प्रभावित हो जाती है.
हिमाचल की जनता की जीत हुई है. हिमाचल की जनता ने जो है कांग्रेस को मौका दिया है कि आप सरकार चलाइए, क्योंकि 5 साल वो पूरी तरह से त्रस्त थी उस सरकार से जो भाजपा की सरकार थी, और वो बदलाव चाह रही थी और परिवर्तन के लिए, बदलाव के लिए उन्होंने वोट दिया.
There are 10 big elections in 2023.
बहुत खुशी की बात है, हमारे लिए तो बहुत खुश है. आज तो हम इतना खुश है कि आने वाला कल में अभी थोड़े दिन में इधर का भी इलेक्शन है, हमें तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि आज हम कर्नाटका भी जीत गए, ऐसा लग रहा है, इतना खुशी।
इससे आगे भी कर्नाटका में भी ऐसे ही जीत होगा, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री भी प्रधानमंत्री बनेंगे।
And as the countdown to 2024 begins, the impact of the results in these 250 seats is national. Let's take it.
Okay, just to set the stage, I'd like Smita and Sandeep to come in on, and Savio to come in on whether this will have a carry forward effect to 2024. Smita, whether these results, and let's talk about both Himachal as well as Gujarat. Is there any carry forward effect on the 24 elections?
Look, I think firstly, the BJP performed better than I think even they had expected. I think they had set a target for 150 or something like that, which itself was a very ambitious one. They've got 156 of the 182 segments. So they have surpassed what they had put forward. And even in Himachal, though they've lost, as the Prime Minister said in his speech, it's by a very small margin as far as the percentage is concerned. Now, his speech was pretty sharp, that he made his victory speech, and he laid forward the agenda, frankly, which will come out in the coming couple of weeks. I think it'll come out in, the meetings that he's been holding, is that, that make sure that the party should move forward with this commitment towards development projects. He said that that's the agenda, and that's exactly what they're going to do, because now you're going to talk in terms of just 2 years before the 2024 elections, and next year you've got Karnataka, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Tripura, I think. And these are all major states. Other than Tripura, these are all big states that are going to go in for elections, and in most of these states it's one-on-one with the Congress, and the decimation of the Congress in the Gujarat is an indication that the Congress has really no game plan in these states either. In Rajasthan, they are fighting between Gehlot and Sachin Pilot. In Karnataka, there it is between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar. In Chhattisgarh, Baghel has a good chance again. But at the same time, the BJP has made it quite clear that it is going to go 100% and more, if need be, to make sure that these states are in their kitty by 2023. And as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, while they have got the status of a national party, there isn't enough time for them to build a cadre for the 2023 states that are going to go to polls. And as far as 2024 is concerned, even the people of Delhi don't see the Aam Aadmi Party as viable for the national level. They didn't even vote for the Aam Aadmi Party in 2018 elections. For the parliamentary election. So I think the BJP quite confident after today's move for 2023 state elections and 2024 parliamentary elections.
Okay, let's bring in, I think we were losing Mr. Hidayatullah there. He's a member of the All India Congress Committee. And I have with me Shehzad Poonawala here in the studios here. I go straight to the political analysis on this. Is this, if I were to just play devil's advocate and I'll tell you, Shehzad, there's Mr. Hidayatullah there, senior Congress leader. Mr. Hidayatullah, would you say this is a 1-1? One Gujarat BJP, one Himachal Congress. Do you really see this as 1-1? As an equalizer? Because a section of the Congress is saying we've sort of equalized.
Because BJP got 2, now they have lost 1. Congress has nothing, now Congress got 1. So it is a real victory for Congress. The loser is BJP.
Now the Congress lost 15% of its vote share in Gujarat compared to 2017. BJP has broken records in Gujarat. In Himachal, this is the closest fight ever in the state.
But it is not a record.
There has always been a difference of 4%. This time the difference is not even 1%. The BJP has got 43% vote share. The Congress has got 43.9% vote share. So Gujarat sends 26 MPs to Lok Sabha. Himachal sends 4. How do you say it's 1-1?
See, it is not Lok Sabha election. There would be a great change in the Lok Sabha election. Now, out of fear, people voted for BJP. Moreover, their leaders are in the central as a prime minister, as a home minister. So, to save them, they have voted. Even if there is some problem in election commission. Already, they have allied with the election commission in the announcement of Gujarat election. Later, the election commission not condemned what Mr. Amit Shah told regarding the Godhra.
What do you mean allied? That way you also allied with the election commission. You're making a specious claim there. No, you're just making a claim there. I want to take this to Shehzad and try to understand it as I build up the debate. Because some people are playing this as 1-1.
The most lazy...
Okay, 1 minute. Listen to Shehzad, please. Yeah.
The most lazy and dishonest... The most lazy and the most dishonest conclusion to draw from this would be that it's a 1-1. Let me tell you why. Today, what has come out of this entire exercise is that brand Modi is perhaps at its strongest. Secondly...
What about brand BJP? Is it only brand Modi?
I'm coming to that also. The brand BJP, aka our organizational machinery, is so fighting strong, Arnab, that even when we have our backs against the wall, with a 15-year anti-incumbency in the MCD, or a 5-year incumbency in Himachal, where the tradition is to not to repeat the government, there we get the margin so close that a Kejriwal, despite all the things that is wherewithal, manages 30 more wards against us, or these people manage 10 more seats with a margin of 1,000 votes against us. So I am today very happy with the results simply because
you're happy with Himachal?
There is a learning in that too. There is a silver lining in that too.
What's the learning there?
The silver lining and the learning is that while brand Modi is very, very strong, the brand BJP of electoral machinery is so strong that even when the odds are pitted against us, we lose.
What were the odds pitted against you?
Well, it was never a historical trend was against us. In Himachal.
You had a historical trend being against you in several other states also.
That's true.
Didn't have, yeah.
Now,
you had incumbency in both the states.
We did.
Why did you not have why were you pro-incumbent in one and anti-incumbent in the other?
Well, you know, to compare both the states would be dishonest.
Why?
It'll be dishonest simply because Himachal, the kind of constituencies and the kind of issues there are completely different from the issues in Gujarat. So let's not compare the two states.
Do you give the Congress an opportunity to resurrect here?
No, I'll tell you why the Congress should not be...
Have you missed the headline you wanted?
No. I think the Congress party should be seeing that where we defeated them, they reached a historic low, 16 seats. Where they've managed to defeat us, we are not at a historic low. Had we been at a historic low in Himachal, I would have imagined that the Congress is celebrating out of joy. But it's one state sends 26 seats, the other sends 4 seats. So both are politically very, very different to the contribution they make in 2024.
I take it.
Secondly...
there are a couple of responses.
There's a last conclusion I want to draw from this entire election. You
are saying that even in your defeat, you're incredibly strong.
I am saying this looking at the organizational
and their defeat has been routed.
And last point.
No, you need to I want to bring in two.
But a very important conclusion which I have to draw.
Riju and Ghanshyam
Aam Aadmi Party is a failed start. I am saying this with all the conviction.
I find it intriguing that.
I'll tell you why. Just give me
I find it intriguing. You always want to beat up the weakest in the fray.
No. The Aam Aadmi Party today is celebrating that it has become a national party, but it is perhaps the most weakest.
It's as national a party as the CPI.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the BSP.
So it is.
Or the NCP.
Let me tell you why. Punjab, they won a landslide election just adjacent.
Riju is delighted because the AAP is no longer a contender at a national level.
Arnab, just adjacent to Punjab, where in Himachal they could have had a fertile ground, they are reduced to less than 1%. In Uttarakhand, they lost their deposit. Uttar Pradesh, they lose their deposit. Maharashtra, they've lost their deposit. Haryana, they've lost their deposit. Gujarat, they've got 5 seats. What are they happy about?
But if the AAP had done a little better in Himachal, you would have been in power in Shimla today.
Well, but...
That's a fact. They disappointed you by not getting... the smile gives you away. If the AAP had got 5% more vote share or 3 seats and not 1% vote share and 0 seats, then you would have probably been in the saddle.
Well, you know, if then the Congress party could go back to 2013 and decide on why it went for an alliance with the Aam Aadmi party, perhaps they should reflect on that.
There are 3-4 restless people out there. Who goes first? Riju, Ghanshyam or Renu? Okay, I think Riju goes first. Riju.
Thank you.
You heard his entire,
First of all,
you know,
yes,
his entire
thank you.
argument out there. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I think in the last few days, we have election results, 3 massive election results, and what has come out is that the democracy in the country has won. AAP has won the MCD after 15 years from the BJP, and they have proved that Kejriwal is a credible factor in BJP, in Delhi. In Gujarat, a thumping victory, a record 7 win, and it has also proven the fact that Modi ka naam chalta hai Gujarat mein. No ways to doubt about it. In Himachal, Congress has won the people's mandate. It's a huge victory for Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. But whether they will form the government or not, that's a different ballgame because Operation Little Lotus may be happening now. But 2 things are quite evident after these 3 results. Number 1, when BJP says that where is the opposition? Well, you have opposition now in the country. With the results you can see. And the second thing is that if you have a credible political leader, a strong political leader like Mamata Di in Bengal or Stalin in Tamil Nadu or Kejriwal in Delhi, then BJP and its entire machinery with Modi ji as their face can be defeated. So that is the positive that the opposition parties should take to 2024.
You're saying the result, you're overplaying Himachal Pradesh.
Arnab, I have a pointed question.
I feel you're overplaying Himachal Pradesh.
No, I'm not overplaying. I just said that
you have added,
you
have added at best 1 mayor and maybe 1 Lok Sabha seat to your tally. With that, you have won the national election with 1 mayor and 1 Lok Sabha seat at best.
Ask you a point. Shahzad, can I ask you a pointed question? Then I'll shut up and you can have my airtime. Yes. My pointed question is this, after such a thumping victory in Gujarat, you have done fantastically well in Himachal as well, then why our national spokesperson who was arrested, who got bail today, again arrested by Gujarat police today without a warrant, without any cause and taken to an unknown location? Why this cheap political vendetta now when you have won? Have some grace, show some grace, fight us politically and democratically. Why targeting spokespersons for a tweet?
You teaching political grace after what you did after 2nd of May, the political violence you unleashed on people, the courts came and said that its rule of law has been replaced by law of the ruler. You should be the last person preaching about political grace. You should be the last person, Riju. It's like the Satan preaching the scriptures.
Can you answer this
question? It is like the Satan preaching the scriptures. You were hauled up by the court for allowing political violence to run riot on the streets of Bengal. So you don't preach anybody. Now, if you have an issue about your so-called spokesperson, you can take it up in a court of law. Go to the Supreme Court, approach the Supreme Court, get him all the relief you can. Who has stopped you? But the point today we are discussing, Riju, we are discussing a serious point.
We're looking at the impact on 2024.
Can I ask you one question?
And my point is, I want to get in everyone in 1 minute. You know, if I were to look at this, actually I have a graphic there on the rebel factor in Himachal. And if you allow me, I'll just go and explain this and then I'll come back in a minute. You see, I feel, and I'm not saying it's the most expert view, but you see, Ghanshyam, this Himachal story is the rebel factor. It is not the Congress. There's a serious rebel factor. Yes, it is complete and absolute political mismanagement, you can say, by maybe some people in the BJP. Can I pull up the graphics on the rebel factor, please? And if you see, viewers, I'll give you proof now. Ashish Sharma contests from Hamirpur constituency in the election. BJP rebel has won. Hoshiar Singh, very important Dehra seat. BJP rebel, ladies and gentlemen, has won. Krishan Lal Thakur, Nalagarh seat, very important. BJP rebel has won. So the loss that has happened in Himachal, and there are numerous such cases, it is what I call a self-inflicted goal, factionalism, rebel factor, and certain levels of confused decision-making within what is seen to be a very smooth election machinery. Does it expose the vulnerability of the? Does it expose the vulnerability of the BJP? Absolutely, absolutely, it does. Because we come under these presumptions that the BJP is this unbeatable political machine, but they made mistakes, obviously made mistakes in Himachal. But this does not mean that the Congress is resurgent. Ghanshyam, would you like to respond to that? And then we'll take it from there. Ghanshyam.
Well, good evening, Arnab, to you, the viewers, and the fellow co-panelists. As far as your question on rebel factor is concerned, in 2017, BJP polled 49% votes. The independents in that election polled around 6.5% votes. So this factor is, if anything, it is very clear loss for Bharatiya Janata Party in the vote share, not just in the election. If you look at the overall national story, across 7 states, BJP was a primary political party across different political opponents. In Delhi, they had over a dozen MPs, 17 union ministers, 7 chief ministers, 1 deputy chief minister campaigning for them. So everyone in Delhi voted. So it was example of what the brand BJP so-called can achieve even without Mr. Modi, who did not campaign in MCD. But in Himachal, which is home state of JP Nadda, even Mr. Modi campaigned, and yet they not only lost vote share compared to last time, they also lost the government. So I think if BJP can take home a story that yes, Gujarat is their stronghold and remains a stronghold, but they won all the seats in 2019 in Gujarat in any ways. It is in Uttar Pradesh where they put their might, the might of police, the might of gundas, and the tilted hand of election commission, and yet the results were.
I mean, come on, they increased their vote share in Uttar Pradesh. Ghanshyam, did they not increase their vote share in Uttar Pradesh?
Well, I'm
you can give any reason. You can say, that the victory was not well deserved, but you're not to judge that.
Arnab,
and in its eighth year,
Arnab, he begrudges us. He begrudges us.
You're responding to? Okay, go. You're responding.
One second, Ghanshyam, in the interest of a sane debate, Ghanshyam Tiwari, can you please apply the proverbial brakes? But your points are never completed. Thank you. You begrudge us losing 1 mayoral election. You have lost 2014, 17, 19, 22. What does it say about brand Akhilesh? What does it say about brand SP? The only time you can manage to win an election is on the back of a sympathy wave. Right. And you are one to lecture us.
Chandrasekhar Jha, yeah.
I mean, you begrudge us losing 1 mayoral election. You lost 14, 17, 19, 22. I don't know when you were with the JDU how many elections you lost for them there. But you begrudge us that. I mean, Ghanshyam, let's have a little perspective.
And just to add a little more perspective there at Chandrasekhar Jha, BJP has won 5 out of 7 assembly elections in its 8th year.
That's right.
Please don't, manipulate facts, Ghanshyam. Chandrasekhar Jha, did they win UP? Yes. Did they win Uttarakhand? Yes. Did they win Goa? Yes. Did they win Manipur? Yes. Did they win Gujarat? Yes. They lost Punjab, they lost Himachal. What? You wanted them to win 7 out of 7. You have high standards from the BJP. You expect more. That's what you're saying, Ghanshyam.
Well, we are discussing last 2 days. What is manipulation here? I'm giving you facts of the last 2 days, and it is already.
The timeline begins for 2024.
You start with.
What's manipulative here? Last 2 days, there are 7 states where BJP contested.
The date from where your calendar starts is a manipulation. How come you skip all the other states and you just start from the last 2 days?
Well, that's what we are discussing. Shahzad, this is not a documentary.
Your smile is giving it away.
Today. This is not a documentary. It's a news channel. We discuss the news of today.
Okay.
You can go and discuss your tenure in Congress if you want, but that is not the debate of the day. The debate of the day is.
So what is proven here? What is proven here?
Elections.
I think, okay, Chandrasekhar Jha, my view is this Gujarat poll is a perfect example of an outcome of a Modi versus rest of everyone, all the rest fight in 2024. This 2024 is going to be Modi versus the rest. What constructive strategy is the opposition planning to beat this Modi factor? Let's open this up. You've seen the numbers. I'm sure they're terrifying for you, absolutely terrifying for you. But still tell me, what conceivable strategy would the opposition have to beat this kind of Modi factor?
See, Arnab, the first thing is that if you see the results of BJP ruling states now, is diminished to 8 to 10 states, which was more than that in 2019. If you see the picture right now, the BJP is getting diminished in every state. If you see the Bihar, Jharkhand, and other states also. So it is very clear that without getting into any alliance, they can't win the 2024 elections. And it is very clear now. The mandate shows that the states, the legislature in these states are having their votes on the basis of the local issues, and the national parliamentary elections are something else. Now, if we see,
man, you are totally in denial, man. You don't want to even think of the reality. Do you see the Gujarat result? Did you see the Gujarat result?
Gujarat results,
After 27 years, this was the result.
Gujarat
what are you talking about?
Will not obligate the national parliamentary elections.
Can I
National
ask a
parliamentary
simple
elections are for a
Let me
different
get Savio in,
basis.
and I want to understand that. I mean, once again, isn't it true that the Gujarat win dispels all the rumors of anti-incumbency? There were similar anti-incumbency rumors in 4 states this year. And what I'm telling you is that the BJP potentially returns to power in 4 out of the 9 2023 poll-bound states. You have a lot of states that are now bound, poll-bound. There is Tripura, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Mizoram, and Telangana. And my question is this, Savio, if it is conceivable that 5 or 6 out of these poll-bound states go to the BJP, following this victory in Gujarat, then what is the run-up to 2024? Why are you not seeing the reality? Savio, why are people not missing the wood for the trees? The opposition will lose, Savio, in 2024 if they rely on a 3-cornered fight. They were hoping a 3-cornered fight will see them through, but the only thing that is coming across right now in the state election, there is no 3-cornered fight. In a national election where it's going to be Modi versus the rest, I see the complete absence of any political strategy by the opposition right now, not just a leader. Savio.
I completely agree with you, Arnab, there. And that's the sad part as far as the country goes, because it's important to have an opposition. Now, unfortunately for us, the opposition is so busy trying to find their own leader, and each of the opposition leader of a political party wants to be the leader that leads this opposition. And that's the reason why they can't come together. So in the hindsight, let's understand the BJP. The BJP takes every election seriously, right down to a panchayat election. What they have been doing continuously is working towards building the BJP footprint across India, and including the states where they don't have a footprint in. But today, when you see how they are working, they're really going forward like a well-oiled machine. And you will get certain times where you will have victories and certain times you will have losses. But from those losses as well, you will learn. The point is, where are we going as a country? Do we have an opposition at all? At a state level, yes. But can they collectively come to provide an opposition to the BJP so that the BJP gets better? The answer is no. Because they cannot think as one. And because they cannot think as one, there is absolutely no opposition to the BJP.
In fact, there's one other point. You know, wherever people have been going, Renu and Sandeep, please take it forward. The question has been, what do you think of the Bharat Jodo Yatra? I think the Bharat Jodo Yatra, Renu, has destroyed the Congress. And especially in a politically big state like Gujarat, because Rahul Gandhi is going around semi-spiritual leader, semi-seeker, semi-gyan-giving YouTube specialist, these drone shots. He's destroyed it. I mean, to go with Medha Patkar, you have to have committed political suicide. You are walking with Medha Patkar and Pooja Bhatt. I don't know what you want.
I agree.
You are not a serious politician and you will never be one. Medha Patkar said the Kutch will never get water. The dam was dysfunctional. Now today, the dam is functional. Last 5 years providing water in 15 districts of Gujarat. And Rahul Gandhi started walking with her, and he put out 27 Twitter videos discovering India through Medha Patkar's eyes. I mean, does nobody advise him? It's an existential crisis.
Arnab, the point is that half the problem that the Congress faces today is because of the Gandhi family. Now, Rahul Gandhi is on his own trip. He is going to look like one of those Mahatma type of characters who feels that he can walk through the country and sort of re-energize the Congress. What I think he doesn't understand is that as a political party, winning elections is putting forward your ideology and getting it accepted by the people. You cannot behave like an NGO if you're the leader.
No,
of
if
a
walking or
party,
jogging through the country would have won elections, then Milind Soman would have been Prime Minister.
No, Arnab, you have to.
He does that barefoot.
Not serious like this. No, the point is you have to understand.
No, I'm very serious.
What exactly ails the Congress? No, you are not serious. You have to understand what ails the Congress party. The Congress
I have not
party
understood what the Congress is.
You have to understand that the Congress party today is standing at a crossroads. It doesn't know who its leader is. It doesn't know how to put forward its ideology. It's bringing in an 80-year-old as the Congress president, hoping that it will save the Gandhis from the wrath of the party. But the point is, it's a contradiction. The party needs the Gandhis and the Gandhis need the party. Both cannot live with or without each other. Now, this is the contradiction and a weak leadership will always ensure that decisions are not taken. Take Rajasthan.
No, I'm talking about
not decided.
But
take so
you see,
many
they have
issues,
positioned. They have positioned Rahul Gandhi. No, Renu.
Rahul Gandhi has positioned himself. Can I come in? Rahul Gandhi has positioned himself. Nobody has positioned him. He believes that what he's doing will ultimately help the party. As what is the question? As what? Nobody knows exactly what. He says it's not a political yatra. He says I'm not in it for politics. I don't need political dividends. But the entire party is involved in this yatra. Senior leaders have left their posts in AICC and are with him night and day. Along with this, he's behaving like an NGO who's bringing in all kinds of. There's nothing wrong with civil society coming in as part of the yatra, but then you have to have a political element also in the yatra. Why are you skipping election-going states?
My point being that Rahul, this Bharat Jodo Yatra. This Bharat Jodo Yatra. With the politically inexperienced and amateurish Jairam Ramesh, who knows nothing about politics. He's so pretentious. He knows nothing about politics, but he's tutoring someone. So it's Jairam going with Rahul Gandhi on this yatra is blind leading the blind. And then he went to Gujarat. He went to Maharashtra, Smita, and he said, "People of Maharashtra, rise up. The people of Gujarat have taken away your projects. The Airbus project has been taken away from Maharashtra. See, because they want to make people of Gujarat happy because there are elections in Gujarat." And then you go to Gujarat, and as if you couldn't do worse with it, you go to Gujarat, and your party leader says that Narendra Modi is Ravan. You attack Savarkar, chaos breaks out. And then you say, "Auqat dikha denge." It's madness.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the run-up to 24, Smita. No. I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but it is the run-up to 24.
Arnab, as you said, pull down Savarkar posters in Maharashtra, call Modi as Ravan in Gujarat and expect to get dividends in Gujarat.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous. And, a short while ago, Shehzad was saying that they should be, why celebrate in Himachal? The point is, where is the Congress celebrating? You saw today that the BJP is celebrating their victory. The Aam Aadmi Party is celebrating, the leadership is celebrating, the BJP leadership is celebrating in Delhi. The Aam Aadmi Party is celebrating, leadership is celebrating. Where is the Congress leadership celebrating? They won Himachal. They should be celebrating, right? No, they're not. Why? Because they're in some tiger resort. Why? Because this whole thing about, you know, their private lives. So Sonia Gandhi goes to this tiger sanctuary in Rajasthan, and not even Gehlot is allowed to meet with her, supposedly. So, you know, this is what it is. Their private lives are so important for them. They have to go on their vacation and all. But on the other hand, you're seeing the BJP, they are so committed. There is no private life for them. They are all the time working towards winning elections, towards their projects, goals, ambitions, politically.
On a serious note, I have another observation. And Riju should take this very seriously. See, Sandeep, let me bounce this off you. Today, 1 year back, Mr. Hidayatullah, 1 minute. 1 year back, Sandeep, all these political parties, opposition parties in all these states were saying, we are going to go national. We are going national. We have national aspirations. One part of the party will look after the state. One part will go national. Abhishek Banerjee will look after affairs in Bengal. Mamata Banerjee will go national. And everybody wanted to go national. Sandeep, tell me today, I think your next column should be on this. Has the BJP been able to successfully contain all these regional leaders with national aspirations? Is the Trinamool talking about going national today? The BRS?
Arnab, I think
Aam Aadmi Party, which has flopped in state after state, or RJD or Nitish?
So, Arnab, I think, you know, the Delhi victory or so-called victory of Aam Aadmi Party and Himachal victory of Congress actually is a blessing in disguise for the BJP, because Congress will immediately start celebrating Priyanka Gandhi's role in the Himachal victory, and they will give up any, Congress. I know some Congress supporters tweeting already, it's a tailwind, they have to encash on, etc. So Congress will think that Bharat Jodo Yatra and this Himachal victory will drive them into 2024. So they will move away from any idea of a coalition. Arvind Kejriwal already thinks he has the mandate to become Prime Minister, and his fans are already, without talking of how many seats they have lost deposited, they're saying it's they're getting 12.5% or whatever they've got in Gujarat is as big as Narendra Modi getting 157 seats and 51%. So all these things will pump into their head, and none of them will really be able to come together as a coalition over there. But I want to answer, take on the question which you raised right at the beginning with Smita, what I think this election is going to do. After 2012, Narendra Modi clearly shifted gears and moved on to the national arena. He had a point to prove. He did 2012, and then he shifted his entire focus to Delhi. What I suspect this time will happen, first of all, this 157 or whatever they're finally the 56 number which they've got, Narendra Modi wanted to set a record which will be difficult for anyone to undo in the foreseeable future, just like the old Bharat Singh Solanki. So he has proved that point.
It is that kind of number.
Now onwards, you will find Narendra Modi moving into a different orbit with G20. And he will fight 2024 not as just an Indian Prime Minister. He will get onto the plank of the Vishwaguru, putting India's above everything. And that is where he'll fight from. Whereas these people will keep, struggling over who is the which state Kejriwal is going to win next and where Rahul Gandhi is going to walk next. So I think the game.
So are you saying he's contained? I mean, in terms of, I didn't get an answer to my point. You feel these regional parties have been contained?
I think they are in total disarray. That's why, as you are saying, today is KCR talking about a national thing. Even as Prashant Kishore or Nitish Kumar talking about it.
Could they break apart? Could they break through? No, but have they given up their aspirations? Let me put it to Riju and also get in Ghanshyam and Mr. Hidayatullah.
Arvind Kejriwal is not going to ally with any of them because he loses.
But what did I miss? Position. 1 minute. Sandeep, let's get. What did I miss? Everyone on the panel.
The most important development is that Samajwadi Party and the TMC, by the virtue of Aam Aadmi Party getting an extra mayor, has conceded their so-called position in the national politics to Arvind Kejriwal.
No, they haven't.
They have all come out. They have all come out and done that. They have said that
conceded the space.
They have said that now Mr. Kejriwal, for all practical purposes, is their national face.
No, but of course the Trinamool
they have come out and said that.
The Trinamool Congress is going national, you know that.
No, but they have conceded.
They're going to have a
today,
rally.
didn't you see the spirited defense? The spirited defense of the mayoral victory of Arvind Kejriwal, put up by Samajwadi and the Trinamool Congress, only begs us to see the trend that they are now all going to rally behind Mr. Kejriwal. By the virtue of him having two states and one
cheeky.
mayor.
You're being cheeky.
I am not being cheeky. I am saying this is what Mr. Riju just said. Riju is a very kind-hearted, charitable person.
Yeah.
He has conceded his leader's position to Kejriwalji by the virtue of him.
What if they do? I mean, it's smart politics.
I am completely agreeing. I'm congratulating Riju that the virtue of him winning a mayoral election, they have conceded that position.
I think you're overplaying what he has said, but yeah, Riju.
Yeah, thank you. I think Shehzad should stick to his BJP. Otherwise, it sounds like he is commenting from Fool's Paradise. So let him stick to BJP. Now the question here is, the problem is not with Kejriwal or Trinamool Congress. We are going to defend our bastion and we are going to defeat the BJP. And collectively, if all the regional leaders, strongholds of the region, like even Mr. Stalin also, if they win their individual battles, BJP will lose 2024. But the problem.
So you'll work under leadership of Kejriwal, right?
Categorically say this, the problem.
You'll work under the leadership of Mr. Kejriwal.
That is not said.
Can I finish, please? Can I just don't do this? We are having a civilized debate. Please let me finish, and then you can talk. See, the problem here is with Indian national.
What is
Congress.
uncivil
Why
about
I say
asking
this,
you if Mr. Kejriwal is your
with
leader?
utmost respect, I am saying. Because in Gujarat, if you see the people from Hardik Patel to Alpesh and all of them lot, they were from Congress, they got into BJP, BJP gave them tickets and they have got a thumping victory there. In Himachal Pradesh, Priyanka Gandhi ji, even though was the face, it was the other two people, Mr. Shukla and Mr. Baghel, who did the elections and they narrowly scraped through. Otherwise, they would have lost, like you said, if AAP would have got a little bit of vote share, they would have lost Himachal also. And Mr. Gandhi is on a Nelson Mandela style Dandi march doing God knows what. And this is the problem. The 5 states that Smitaji mentioned, the 5 big states that is coming up for election.
Mr. Hidayatullah, can you explain?
Because in politics, momentum is very important.
Mr. Hidayatullah, what is...
It's a direct contest between Congress and BJP.
Regarding?
So it's very important for Congress to get their, basket in order.
No, I think the scrambling for the Congress space is working very well for the BJP. That's my assessment. It's working brilliantly for the BJP to see all of you scrambling for the Congress space, Congress being defensive, you making an inroad, somebody heading back.
This is the folly of the entire thing. They have let go of all
this is perfect. Nobody in the opposition can get along with each other.
Videographers, editors, drone cameramen.
Do you ever think you've been set up? Do you ever think that you've been set up by the BJP to fight each other till the end of the 2024 campaign? Ghanshyam, you think about that sometimes? It's obvious to me. It's not obvious to you. You've all been set up and you're happily fighting each other. And look at Shehzad. He's so so delighted with the presence. Please smile openly. No problem here. Yes.
Well, I can
set up.
And
they're happy with the situation.
No, but I'm very happy with one more development.
Trinamool Congress, Aam Aadmi Party all will come together.
As the parliament begins, Arnab, to your question, I can only say the headline reads: Opposition unites on 22 hot issues, need for less disruptions. TMC AAP joint strategy meet. So one need not be in the full la-la land. One can read the stories of the day and see.
Would you then ally with the BSP in the next election, sir?
I was not interrupting.
Will you ally with BSP in the next election?
I did not even interrupt you.
I am asking you, since the opposition has allied in parliament.
He's asking about brass tag.
I was not interrupting you. Allow me to complete. It's not your debate. Allow me to complete.
Why so intolerant to questions?
Please.
No, he's saying ceremonial meeting is all right, but will you actually do tactical and pre-election understandings on the ground?
We're talking about parliament. We're talking about national issues. We're talking about 2024. If what is happening in the parliament does not define,
but you fight an election on the ground
national picture
to reach
the
parliament.
Wishful thinking of, please don't interrupt. Do you think the wishful thinking and fantasy world of Shehzad will define it? Let us look at the national picture. National picture is state after state.
You can get together for chai and coffee in one of the rooms of parliament. But will you ally with BSP on the ground for an election? That's my question. You can have tea and biscuit in your room in parliament. I am saying, are you going to ally with BSP, since opposition unity is the big song that you're making about?
Well, let me say what I'm saying.
Shut us up.
I don't respond to
Yes, we are all
interruptions.
aligned. We are going to
I
fight
don't
elections
respond to
together.
interruptions. I don't respond to interruptions. It is insulting to the viewers. Allow you make your point. I make my point. My point is simple. You fought tooth and nail in 7 states. You lost in 5.
You don't respond to questions.
You
come with a
lost in 5.
We have a
like Rahul doesn't respond to questions. You also don't respond to questions.
Hidayatullah,
For the presidential and the vice
Mr. Hidayatullah, on a very
polls,
serious note,
everybody came together. You saw.
Yeah, ask me the question.
No, you all didn't come together. You did not support the vice president candidate of Congress. Which world are you living in? Which world is Riju Datta from?
You didn't come. You were with the BJP on the vice presidential elections.
I mean,
come on, you stayed away. Your leader did a press conference.
I said in my statement, the Congress
You were not
needs
with
to
the
sort
opposition.
itself out. The Congress needs to sort itself out.
Yeah, so I'm asking the Congress is so much confusion.
Arre
Baba, 1 second. Smita, there is absolute confusion in the opposition. I'm telling you, Mr. Hidayatullah, I have never seen more confusion in my life. Mr. Hidayatullah, everybody in the opposition, I'm not saying BJP.
Tell me now.
Mr. Hidayatullah, can you hear me, sir? Yeah. No, sir, I'm telling you.
Now here,
just listen to me.
Tell me now.
Mr. Hidayatullah, politely but genuinely, a lot of well-wishers of the Congress party among non-BJP parties are requesting you to consider calling off the Bharat Jodo Yatra, because you may not be concerned about the impact it is having on you. You may be on a suicidal path. But it is beginning to affect the other opposition parties also.
Our aim.
So would you,
see, our aim is not Gujarat.
Sir.
Our aim is nation. 2024
What
election.
is your aim? That is
and
the point. What is
moreover, the next year election, 23 election, where, please hear me. I am out of studio.
Sir, you can't. I'll tell you one thing. If you make Rahul Gandhi your prime ministerial candidate, whatever you've got will go, sir. Please read the tea leaves. You'll have 17 MPs next time.
Can I ask a question of Hidayatullah ji?
See, you not hear anything. You are not hear anything, but I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, Smita.
Why you are doing this kind of debate in your show? Only you are showing BJP victory photos and videos, not showing the victory of Congress in Himachal. Yeah, you are
but
biased.
that is not the reason why Congress is losing an election after election, right? Because
talking,
Arnab Goswami is not showing photograph of Rahul Gandhi. Is that the reason you are losing?
Our aim and object is 2024 and 2023 line to during last 5 years back, 2019, we got many states, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, even Karnataka we won. Say that time there was Modi as a PM. What happened? Because of Pulwama and Palakot, you won in the 2019.
Because
After
of Pulwama
that,
and Balakot, do you have doubt about
12 parliament seat you lost. See, 12 parliament seats.
No, Pulwama, because of Pulwama we won an election. So are you saying that Pulwama was not done by Pakistan?
You know very well. See,
no, Pulwama was not done by Pakistan. Pulwama was done to win an election.
Otherwise, it is not possible to won by you. See, everybody know how you won. It's a crossway. So Congress will win shortly. 2023 and 2024 we will win. See, this Gujarat winning is not a special one. See,
so you won't call off the Bharat Jodo Yatra. So Riju, you got the answer. They're very determined. In fact, I think this could be one of the best things for the BJP. If the Congress continues to insist on projecting Rahul Gandhi, see, it's a frightening possibility.
Bharat Jodo is strength for Indian.
Arnab, one point here, please.
See, Bharat Jodo is very important for the nation.
Yes.
What importance it is doing to the nation? Please explain that. What importance it is doing to the nation? Do you know what it is doing, Mr. Khan? What is it doing? Apart from posting pictures, videos, drone shots of people just walking
in opposition unity is happening.
What is it doing?
We don't consider TMC as
What is it doing? Who doesn't consider?
Well, I think
Please
Rahul
explain
Gandhi
to
is
me
going
what
to be
is the
competing
motive of
more
this
with
yatra,
Sadhguru and Ramdev, more than Modi.
He is saying that it is leading to some. So what is it doing? Some kind of a spiritual awakening? What is it doing to the nation? I am also wanting to
if you
know.
want to do good for people, I also want, and I want to add a point that in Indian polity, if you want to do good for the people or if you want to do bad for the people also, either way, you have to win elections first. What is this Jatra has got to do with Indian elections?
No, I have a practical solution. No. I have a practical solution to this. Can I tell you my solution to this? If Rahul Gandhi wants to walk with some YouTube comedian and discuss what kind of shoes he likes to wear, what sneakers he wants to wear, etc., he can do the same thing in Lodi Garden. Why do you have to take 1,500 paratroopers on an all-India trip? It's not making any sense to me. Finally, Smita, last word to you. Overall impact, 2024. I think Narendra Modi went straight into an election meeting after his speech.
Right.
And that meeting went on for a couple of hours. That tells me the story. It's game on.
Correct.
Look, you
Exactly.
asked a question to somebody about regional parties, and I don't know. I mean, I would just like to say that these regional parties which are watching this election results today, they'd be confused. At one level, it is like, okay, fine, the BJP is not invincible; they can be defeated because in Himachal they've been defeated. So there are chinks in the armor, and if the state unit of that of the BJP is fragmented, or if there are rebels, and then there can be trouble. So Karnataka unit of the Congress is probably feeling happy because, Karnataka BJP is in disarray and they are a sitting duck. In Telangana, the TRS can take little comfort in the fact that the Aam Aadmi Party has won the election in MCD and has become a national party now. Because KCR has this, KCR has decided to make this into a Rashtra party, but they will not be able to accept Kejriwal as the leader. Mamta sitting in West Bengal tried in Goa, but then it didn't work, and then she went back to the pavilion. She also will not be very comfortable with Aam Aadmi Party becoming a national party. So in all, I think the regional parties are just wondering about how to come to terms with the fact that the Aam Aadmi Party has become a national party. So while they might,
I predict
they will not be
a
that
very-
threatened with the BJP in Gujarat, they would feel a little happy.
Very, very quick, yeah.
So much of emphasis. Arnab, one word here, please. So much of emphasis on the Aam Aadmi Party. One minute, please. Makes me think that something is wrong somewhere. The BJP is dependent on the Aam Aadmi Party to divide the Congress vote. Wherever there is a one-to-one contest between the Congress and the BJP, the Aam Aadmi Party has emerged as a very handy
Surely
tool.
you don't suggest they're being propped up
where
by the
it's a-
BJP now, for God's
Or
sake.
what do you think it's not happening? How many votes are they cutting in Gujarat of the Congress party? And wherever they are going, their aim is to cut the Congress vote because
So
the
even if I
BJP
would put
needs
their votes
that
together with the
three-cornered
Congress
contest.
party, they wouldn't measure
It
up
doesn't
to what the
matter.
BJP is
It
doing.
doesn't. Yes, but Gujarat is a different
It's an
story. because
outrageous
that's
idea.
No, it is not an outrageous idea. You are doing this. The BJP is doing this in state
They just
after
won the
state,
MCD against
where
Shahbaz.
it's
But
trying to-
anyways, Arnab,
yes,
very
because
quickly.
it's three-term anti-incumbency.
Go on,
The
Shehzad.
point is
But it
that
won't be
the
heard if
Congress
she's going to keep
party-
going on. But there is a
But
after tonight,
who goes on and on, yeah. Shehzad thinks that because the BJP has won a huge mandate in Gujarat, that the entire country is in their lap. It doesn't happen like this in politics, my friend. Look a little far-sighted and find out exactly what's going on in your backyard in various states where regional parties are in. How
I'm
do you
closing.
know that in 30%
You'll
of
have
the
to come in on your own.
other lot is all fragmented?
Yeah, go on, louder.
It doesn't work like that.
Arnab,
Where's your fighting
Yeah,
spirit?
little louder, please. Yeah.
it's too late in the
go on.
night.
Use your
Just
use
an
your
important
vocal
point. There
cords.
is a
Because you have to just suck up to
Go
what
on,
the
please.
BJP
Thank
is
you.
saying all
You're good to
along.
go on.
Use some saying.
this
Use some
entire.
sense. It can't work like this. Yeah, go on, please. We are listening.
There is this entire revival. There is an entire revival of this Congress RIA ecosystem after the Himachal results. Congress aa rahi hai ecosystem. Just the last
don't be
point to ponder.
contentious about political
When is the
parties.
last
I would like
time?
you to contest an election.
Go on.
When is the last time? When is the last time a Congress party government in any state repeated itself? And when is the last time in Uttar
But you
Pradesh?
have to be fair. You've been beaten fair and square in Himachal, which means and the AAP hasn't replaced the Congress. And still, whatever is left of the opposition in Gujarat, there's a story to that, ladies and gentlemen. Significant results today. Pleasure bringing all these debates and news to you, and I shall see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special. Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home. Wow.